talked to the board on Friday, and I know that you are looking for practical solutions
Right.
here. But I think what we're missing is why these children are coming in the first place. And under Flores, which is their recommendation,
Right.
that Flores, I think you think Flores should still apply to actually unaccompanied children, but not to the families with children. It is definitely an incentive to come to America. And so you are, frankly, if you are focused on having a solution to the long-term detention, you should be focused on keeping these children from coming in the first place.
Right.
There is no good solution here.
Actually, there
What
are...
about the
Well, wait,
children that are here
let me
now?
finish,
Yeah.
because you had a long time to
Right.
talk. There is no good solution here unless you deal with the incentives, because you are encouraging these children to leave their homes in Central America and to join traffickers, to come to our border, or you are encouraging children. I mean, this report has said 4,000 to 5,000 kids have been recycled already. When I was down on the border, they had numbers that were higher than that. But they know who these kids are because they process them and then process them again and process them again. So I couldn't agree with you more. We don't want kids to be detained at all. That's not good for
Right.
kids. But what's really bad for the kids is the United States Congress refusing to do the things that we all know that should be done, and I know you know should be done, to discourage them from making this long and dangerous journey in the first place. And that's what this report is getting at, is as long as you have this notion that under Flores, that a 20-day limit is in place, and as long as you have a situation now where partly because they're overwhelmed, there's no way you can process these children or families within those 20 days, they are simply permitted to go into the United States. They go to a nonprofit, the nonprofit gets them on a bus or an airplane, and they are in New Hampshire, they're in Ohio. And again, 15% at the end of the day, according to this report and according to all the data we have, are getting their asylum claims granted if they do claim asylum. It's on average over 2 years, but really, as the report indicates, it's 4 to 5 years. And the report also indicates that very few people are ever removed. That's what you said in your report. So if you're a trafficker, this provides you the perfect opportunity to say to these kids and families, if you pay me $5,000 or $10,000, somewhere in between there, we'll take you up to the border and frankly just dump you at the border. And as we know, 30% of the women and girls, based on the best data we have, are sexually assaulted during that journey. I mean, this is the problem. So we can talk about detention, and I couldn't agree with you more. We don't want to detain anybody. But the real issue is, how do you keep these kids from making this dangerous journey in the first place?
So
That's
right.
look at the numbers.
I've got to, you want to detain them